ಇವತ್ತು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿದವರು ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ವಿಜಯ್ ಇಂದರ್ ಸಿಂಗಲಾ. ಇವರು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ವರಿಷ್ಠ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಅದರ ಮೆಂಬರು ಮತ್ತು AICCಯ ಕೋ ಟ್ರೆಸರರ್. ಅವರು ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಸಕರಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ದರ್ಜೆಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪಕ್ಷದ ಓರ್ವ ಹಿರಿಯ ಮುಖಂಡರು, ಅನುಭವಿ ಮುಖಂಡರು, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಭಂಡಾರಿ ಅವರು, MLCಗಳು, KPCCಯ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಐವನ್ ಡಿಸೋಜರ್ ಅವರು, ಅವರು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್, ವಿಧಾನಸಭೆಯ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಇನಾಯತ್ ಅಲಿ ಅವರು, ಮಹಿಳಾ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷೆ.
Good morning everyone. To have spared your valuable morning time to be a part of this press meet, which is on two very important and critical issues which are rocking the country today. I have on my side the DCC President Mr. Harish Kumar. I have Mr. Manjunath, who is the working president of the Congress Party. I have Mr. Ivan D'Souza, who is a member of the Legislative Council. Mr. J.R. Lobo, former MLA. Mr. Padmaraj, MP candidate from here. I have also Mr. Inayat and the Mahila Congress President and leaders. As we all know that today in the just concluded parliament session, the BJP government, the Modi government, tried to demolish the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Program, which was a law which was made almost 20 years back, 2 decades back. And that was the way other laws were framed in this country, whether it was right to food, whether it was right to education, whether it was right to fair compensation, or whether it was right to employment. So in the same direction, this was initiated by the UPA 1 government, but Dr. Manmohan Singh ji's government, Rahul ji's thought process, and the whole Congress party, which always believed in the Vichardhara, you can say about the ideology and the path shown to the country by Mahatma Gandhi ji. This law, when it was framed in his name because he always thought to empower the poor. He always thought to give some kind of social impact to the poor people of this country. He always thought for the well-being of the poor people of this country. And with the same thought that each and every person who come from the poor and the poorest families, they should also be able to get employment. This was the act and law which was framed at that point of time. And I think in almost last 2 decades, many people got empowered, especially women. It was a village-driven program. It was a panchayat-driven program, where people feel that this work can happen in their village and they used to decide. The Gram Panchayat used to decide. And that's how this program used to function all these years. There were a set of people who were running this program as a part of Mahatma Gandhi Nariga, who were the employees of Nariga as well. The office employees I'm not talking about the people who generate employment for poorest and the poor people who are working on the ground level. So this was initiated at that point of time and people started feeling empowered. What does a poor man want? What does a poor woman want? Everybody wants to earn their livelihood with pride. This gave that confidence to the poor person of this country that he can live with pride if he wants to work hard. That was the whole idea of this program, and I feel that at that point of time, many Government of India schemes or many Government of India programs, many Government of India programs which were with the ratio of 10 to 90, so 10% was to be pulled in by the state government and 90% was to be pulled in by the Government of India, and that 10% also you have to pull in by for the raw material to be used for executing a program. And now the same program is now shifted to 40-60, that the state governments will pull in 40% and the Government of India will give 60%. The only thing BJP is trying to showcase to the people of this country is that they are increasing the number of man-days. Suppose the earlier, under the Nariga program, you were supposed to give 100 days of work to an individual. Now it is being increased to 125. But the whole idea is that if this program is centrally sponsored or it is monitored by the center, then people at the grassroots level, people at the panchayat level, people at the lower level will not be able to initiate these development works in the villages. Lot of work had happened in last 17-18 years when this program was initially initiated. And we all know when Mr. Modi's BJP government came to power in 2014, in the first budget session I still remember that the outlay for the Nariga program was cut. Subsequently, with the pressure of the people of this country, then that again it was enhanced back to the same. Now, today there is a lot of hue and cry across the streets. People are not able to understand. The poor people, most of them usually come are not very literate. So these poor people are today not understanding what has happened, because the only thing which is being portrayed to them is that number of work days is being increased from 100 to 125. If there will be no money allocated by the center to a particular village, then how will the work happen? How will the employment happen for a person who's looking at employment staying in a village? From day one, from the time the BJP government came at the center, they had always been looking how to demolish Nariga, and this has been in their eyes from so long, and that's why they have tried to do this today. They have changed the name, as I told you earlier, that Mahatma Gandhi ji, who always looked for the upliftment of the poor, who always believed in the Swaraj, who always wanted people to get socially important, and the poorest of the people should feel elated after doing hard work. All that is being crushed by the BJP, and I'm quite sure the kind of narrative today there in the whole country, all the political parties are going to get together. Agitations are going to happen. It has already started. Today also we are having an agitation in Mangalore also on this, and yesterday we had an agitation in Punjab also on this, and subsequently each and every state and each and every district, slowly it is going to transmit to the village level where actual people are going to get the hit. I was told in the morning before I came for this press conference that daily wages in this particular district or the surrounding district is very high otherwise as well. It is not about a district or a two districts. It is about the poor people of this country. And as you all know, the way BJP has always functioned, the way BJP has always tried to use the central agencies for their own personal benefit or to try to show other people in poor light. We all know how on flimsy complaints, on flimsy grounds, with the interference of the government by arm twisting the ED officials, how this National Herald case was registered. or that inquiry was conducted, and how we have been fighting that what National Herald was, how it was initiated, what was the intent of that newspaper, how the freedom, how the people who sacrificed their lives for the freedom struggle, they used to contribute for that newspaper, and how that newspaper used to function in those challenging times. I don't want to go into the detail, but how people who contributed, like I was told that I have a colleague here, Mr. Inayat, he was also asked to give his reply by the EO wing of the Delhi police when ED initiated their proceedings against the National Herald. And today when the court struck that order, when the court has given, the lower court has given his order, as we all know that BJP never tries to, goes by the court. Now they have gone for an appeal in the next level of court, so that they want to initiate those proceedings against Honorable Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji and Rahul Gandhi ji. And as we all know that any individual in the country, many individuals have got EO wing show cause notices from the Delhi police EO wing that was initiated by the ED, and I think that's also a very big slap on the face of the BJP government. So I would like to open the house now for questions on both the issues, if any. Thank you very much.
You mentioned about NRGA. Now, what is the point in taking up the issue now? As it has already been done, they already completed the process.
I think we have all seen how that issue was brought into the parliament, how that bill was brought into the parliament, and how our MPs reacted to that bill, and how the opposition parties raised their voice in parliament. I understand, I agree, they have the mandate. That's why it was cleared in the Lok Sabha and subsequently in the Rajya Sabha, and I was reading in the newspaper today that it got the accent of the president also yesterday. So my point is that the BJP, because of their majority in parliament, they want to bulldoze certain things on the people of this country. That is all why I am sitting in Mangalore, from coming all the way from Punjab, in order to tell the people who are not very literate, those who used to enjoy the benefits of this act, those who used to enjoy the employment benefits, those who used to feel socially important, elated. So I am just saying that how they had done it, and there will be I understand, I also agree to you what you are saying, but there was hardly any time when it was introduced in parliament. It was introduced by saying that the name is being changed. Slowly, when you go into the details of the bill, you understand. And our MPs, how they fought in parliament, in whichever manner you can fight. We have fought that way in parliament, and we are going to fight on the streets now.
But thing is that they would have started the initiative long back. So,
see, when you are in the ruling government, when you have to introduce the bill, so when there was no debate on the bill, so why is parliament? Parliament is to anything which has to be made a law for the people of this country, that should be debated, so that it is not that the BJP is trying to bring in this bill. I am saying it is good that